Because we don't believe in original sin, we believe in original divinity. So it's not that the core of who we are is dark or wrong or bad, but it's that we have forgotten. We've gotten covered in ignorance, covered in forgetfulness, and in that forgetfulness, we live in darkness of pain, of suffering, of ego, of competition, of desires and aversions, rag and dvesh. And in that darkness, we bring suffering to others. And so the light of the Guru is the light. It's not a light that the Guru shines on himself or herself. You know, people ask me a lot, how do I find the right Guru? How do I know if someone is the right Guru? And unfortunately, there's no specific equation for that, but there is an equation to know if someone's not the right Guru. And it's where the light is being shown only on the Guru himself or herself. Because the light that the Guru shines is the light of us. In the Guru's presence, with the Guru's grace, what the Guru gives us, is the light of seeing the truth of who we are. Babaji was speaking about direction and the criticalness of that direction that the Guru gives us. Mahatma Gandhi said so beautifully, what is the point of that fast speed that has no direction? And these days, our science, our technology, AI, all of this is giving us so much speed that we are dizzy. But it's only our spiritual practices, only that wisdom of the Guru that actually gives us direction. I saw in my life, I have been in India now, September will be 30 years. I came at 25. I'm not, as many of you can probably tell, I'm not Indian by birth, by genes, by DNA. But I came at 25 with a backpack in the midst of a PhD in pediatric neuropsych on what I thought was a very brief adventure from my studies. I won't go into that story now, but I mention it because finding that Guru who points us in the right direction of who we are, not just where to walk. When we say Marg Darshan, the darshan of the path, it's not just how do I walk. It's who am I as the one walking that path. Because when we know who we are, we know what to do. These days, the question everyone comes with is, Patani kya karu? What should I do? What to do? Kare kya? And we don't know what to do because we have forgotten who we are. And the light of the Guru reminds us, shows us who we are. And that is what has brought Babaji onto this beautiful path, bringing the world of religion, the world of spirituality, the world of seeming differences, rather differences in flavors, differences in starting points of a path, but that ultimate oneness of spirit, of soul, of source, of consciousness, together. Not just for oneness sake, but oneness for the sake of ahimsa, of non-violence, of peace. Because these days, it certainly was true 26 almost years ago when he brought the United Nations Summit of Religious and Spiritual Leaders together in New York. And it's even more true today, that this is a time for people of faith, leaders of faith, followers of faith, people of faith in general, to stand up, to show up, and to bring our faith out of just our houses of worship. And this is what our Acharya Sushil Muniji Maharaj did in a tradition where the saints were not supposed to travel on airplanes. They were not supposed to cross the oceans. They were not supposed to get onto vehicles. He was able to see the power of the mission and to know more important than rules and regulations is bringing peace to the world. More important than rules and regulations in history was bringing this wisdom. And that's what he did. And that's what we are called upon as leaders to continue doing. So, being here together with all of you today is such a beautiful, beautiful blessing. And may each of us, touched by Acharya Sushil Muniji Maharaj, touched by his disciples, or touched by his reflection in our own lives, may we embody and then share that light, the light that we light in the beginning of the ceremony to guide our vision, guide our lives, guide our hearts. May we bring that light of consciousness, of clarity, of compassion, of courage into the world to walk that direction of oneness, of peace, of sustainability, and of togetherness. Because it just becomes more and more needed every year, and as we have our artificial intelligence, we need to make sure that we balance it with our adhyatmic intelligence, our spiritual intelligence. So thank you so much to our beloved Babaji for turning 70 and inviting us all to celebrate with him so we can have this beautiful opportunity to remember the importance of love, of togetherness, of friendship, of truth, and of light.
Thank you, my dear sister. It is something for the Saraswati. You see, in addition to the dais, there are two ends of it. The two ends here literally are bookends to the entire history and creation of what our current Prime Minister is. These are the stalwarts, the leaders of the RSS, and this year we celebrate the centenary of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. So I'm honored to invite and welcome Mukunda ji and Soumitra ji, who've come from different parts, as you saw, they were very hesitant to take the dais, because they are here representing one Bhagwati, who actually we were hoping would come here, but this is something they will be engaged. So now I have to request my brother, when there was one Koshi. I was told in their tradition, when they take the nun, if the nuns will take the house, you don't call them sister. They told me we are brothers. So that's why I'm calling her as my brother.
Dear brother, sister, I'm very honored to have this opportunity to join this very glorious time to celebrate Babaji's birthday and his honorable Guru's birthday. I'm presenting our master, Kim Dao. He's the founder of Museum of World Religion in Taiwan. So I would like to speak. The blessing and the concept, the importance of this event. This event is important because we are celebrating the legacy. Legacy is very important. a legacy of compassion and peace. This is a message from Master Qingdao celebrating the century of His Holiness Acharya Sutre Uma Maharshi.